Mick Foley loves Christmas. He thinks he might be Santa Claus. And he might very well be. There's no proof that he's not really. Real glass.
Cry me a river.
World Championship Wrestling official trading cards.
Basement Bookers Podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Basement Bookers Podcast seasonal, non-denominational holiday episode guest starring Santa Claus. It's me, your boy, Basement Chair, with Rich the Riz, the world's most baldest Rizzest man, the opposite of a Santa Claus. Rich the Riz, welcome to the Basement Bookers Podcast with Basement Chair here, the basement champion.
Thank you, bro. Glad to be here. Glad to no longer look like Santa. I did have a Santa period, as we all do at some point. Maybe, probably. Happy
Rich
Festivus.
Riz, men can't have Santa periods.
Happy Festivus to those who celebrate today, of course, is the wonderful non-denominational holiday of Festivus. Don't forget to air your grievances and try your hardest in those feats of strength, people. All right. That being said, Jer has something we want to try, doesn't he?
Yeah, so this clip is from, it's Mankind and Micheal Cole here. This is from Christmas Madness on Monday Night Raw, December 20th, 1999. Travel through time with us as we listen to a young Mick Foley, not to be confused with the actual young Mick Foley, but young Mick Foley here with younger Micheal Cole. So I'm going to hit the play button right now, and we're going to pause a lot because WWE's mean to me.
In a boiler room brawl. Now, I know what Santa means to you. I mean, I read the book, Santa Villages, the visits with the family.
Santa Villages, you know, Mankind, Mick Foley loves Christmas. He thinks he might be Santa Claus, and he might very well be. There's no proof that he's not really. I mean, I've never seen them both in the same place.
Me neither.
Okay.
I mean, you can't be too happy about this.
Oh, I'm not happy at all about this. My kids love that guy. Christmas is a few days away. I love Santa Claus.
Jesus, he sounds so young and
know.
like less like damaged, you know, and it's very interesting. And I think that maybe that him saying his kids like Santa is that maybe he's Santa, you know, and he's just trying to say.
This has to be pre-Hell in a Cell, right?
Maybe. And in the future, we've figured this out with technology.
This whole time travel thing kind of gets the brain a little foggy. So Mankind versus Undertaker Hell in a Cell was June 28th, 1998. So approximately a year and a half before this interview right here.
This is the result of that. You know, you don't come out. They say you come out of the Hell in a Cell a different person. This can't be further from the truth.
Now tell me, what am I supposed to do to prove what a tough guy I am? Do I slap him in his cheeks that are like...
He sounds a lot like Kevin Owens, like a little bit. Like when you hear him talking, it's like a thing that Kevin Owens would say.
Yeah.
Just slap him in his cheeks, you know. It's
his rosy cheeks.
Yeah.
Do I kick him in his dimples so merry? Or better yet, do I put a big boot to his nose, which is just like a cherry? Does that make me a tough guy? Better yet, maybe Mankind, the king of the boiler room, should give him a big...
He's the king of the boiler room, Rich Perez.
I didn't know the boiler room was under a monarchy.
Yeah, I didn't know. I guess I forgot, actually. We've forgotten
It's been a long
this.
time since we've been there.
Yeah.
big knee to his little round belly and watch it shake like a bowl full of jelly. Would that finally make me look like a tough guy? You answer me, Micheal Cole, because I really don't know.
He does look like a guy that doesn't know. It's like you could put like local man and like channel bullshit news, and this would be this would be a person like that. This would be Florida man, you know, or, you know, technically Staten Island man, whatever, Long Island man.
Yeah, Long Island.
He's a Long Island man, like the iced tea, not to be confused with iced tea.
Am I supposed to take this match? Am I supposed to... Hey, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Hey, is that Gangrel?
I don't think so.
You must feel goofy from Bradshaw's Chair Shot because I'm having an interview with Santa Claus right now. I don't really need the posse hanging around.
Oh, the Mean
those
Street Posse.
Yeah, I was gonna say like they almost look like when you have like a function and someone's got to like stand with like a waiter at like a catering business, like one of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
the maitre d'.
Yeah, enjoy this horse do verse.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go first for Triple H and Stephanie, the Mean Street Posse, pulling Mankind.
More like Mean Street P words.
That's a good thing they had a camera ready in that boiler room.
Hey man, don't judge 1999's standards, buddy, because just to lock Aaliyah up in a locker room, she was locked in with a cameraman. That poor guy, you know what I mean? Serves him right being a cameraman in the women's locker room.
Do we know the gender of the camera person in question?
I always assume it's a guy because, like, strength-wise, they'll be able to carry that thing longer than like a woman would. So, that's just I mean, if I'm wrong. By the way, I figured there'd be like a trading card for this person and everyone would know because it's a woman camera person. So, sorry.
They're in the boiler room.
Yeah, they're in the boiler room. It's a boiler room brawl.
Did I just get my ass kicked by the Mean Street Posse?
Yes.
That's embarrassing. Santa! There you are, you old son of a gun. Listen, all
right, so they're in the same place. So maybe Santa isn't a face of Foley. Or we could be witnessing some sort of camera trickery.
I don't know what this is all about, but you and I are supposed to have a match, a boiler room brawl right now. Me and you. You know what that means? It means I've got to kick your ass, and
I got to kick your ass.
I gotta kick your ass.
He looks like a guy that someone really said that to them. Look, I gotta kick your ass. It's like, why?
Santa looks like someone they just brought in off the street, put in a Santa suit, but like he can't hear what Foley's saying, and no one told him what was going on beforehand, and he's just like, all right, I get $20 to go to this boiler room, and this guy's gonna come talk to me. I don't know what he says. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I get $20.
That's pretty plausible, but like judging from what we know now about Vince McMahon, I wonder if like he had this guy's like location available because he was like, he like hired him to be his champion in an illegal bum fight with like his millionaire friends. And like his bum had just defeated like Trump's bum. And like he's like, listen, I want to know exactly where this guy is at all times. I'm gonna repay him one day.
Do you think bum fighting is Dana White's next initiative?
No, because
UFC slap fight, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Power slap,
actually.
Fights.
No, see, here's the thing. Like those, like these are exclusive for like, let's just say it's not in Dana White's pay grade. Like he doesn't make enough money. At least at that point when they were doing that. Like I'm talking about the past. There was no Dana White, really.
That's true.
Like he was just some guy who was
like, no, I know. I'm thinking now.
No, I'm just saying, but like he would have to be he doesn't have enough money. Like these guys, these millionaires, these bum fights, they get dark. I'm not even allowed to talk about them. I don't even know how I know about them, but sources nowhere near the situation told me about these underground bum fights. So I don't even know if Vince can even do them now because like he's in trouble now and they don't like all the other millionaires and billionaires don't want to like, associate with him or whatever. And I know there's at least one guy who can't do bum fights anymore or else he can't get his old job back. So he can't be doing that stuff. You get caught, you know what I'm saying? Like, having like a champion bum in your bum fights. But according to what I know, Vince has never lost. Like his guys always win. So it's like a whole thing. He's like the champion guy. And this guy at one point, this Santa, he was a champion bum fighter. And now I think he's like a Santa, like a mall Santa in like Toledo, Ohio or some shit. So it's pretty cool.
Hmm.
Let's go back.
I don't really want to do that. I don't been a good boy, man. I don't want to be on the bad boys list, so I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Okay. This is a boiler room match. The way you win is by leaving the boiler room first. So look, I really don't need this on my record.
He doesn't want to be on the permanent naughty list, so Mick Foley has discovered a way to make this easier, because now all Santa has to do is run away.
Right. It's like a race.
Yeah. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens here.
Reputation or my conscience. I'm going to turn my back. You walk out of the room. You win. That way you go back to the North Pole. You tell Mrs. Claus, all the elves, that you beat mankind.
And now it's on. Santa, right now, his eyes wide with thinking about how hot Mrs. Claus is going to get when she realizes that he is a sleigh riding, mankind beating, child gift giving, Santa McGutt. Woo! Ho!
Ho!
And the boiler room brawl. Probably good for you, okay? Merry Christmas, okay? I'll put you over. Don't worry about that.
It's going to put him over, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Santa.
Oh, no! They
More
had to
Santas.
give the Mean Street Posse, maybe, time to disguise themselves as Santas. Something tells me there's about to be a tag team match.
Would they be the North Pole Posse?
Yeah, the North Pole Pussies. All right, let's go.
Said it.
Oh, yeah, I muted it. Whoops.
There's three more Santa Claus. Three Santa Clauses. Who the hell is that?
I always like Foley's, like, when he's fighting.
Mm-hmm.
He always reminds me of, like, you ever watch Popeye? And,
Yeah.
like, Popeye's beating up a guy? It's kind of like that.
Get ya!
It's like Santa Mania.
Get that. I got that. I got it, cat. I got it,
Evil
cat.
intentions. And mankind is taking matters into his own hands.
I think Jim Ross is about 50 in this. Young Jim Ross. What? Oh, the half a pot broke off.
That's that hard Teflon stuff.
Is it? Oh, so they're just regular guys. They don't look like the
Mean Street Posse.
yeah.
North Pole Posse.
North Pole Posse, right.
Yeah, with NPP?
You know what MVP.
Again, the object is to walk out the ball.
There's two more. There's like a gang of Santas after this guy.
What the hell? There's two more.
Like the Santa Clan.
How many Santa
That
Clauses?
clan ain't going after. I'm trying to figure out. This guy's got to be a guy. Like, he's got muscles. Like, you could see it
Mhm.
in the Santa.
A second.
Wait, is that DX then? Because these
That's
punches.
Mr. Ass.
Yeah, that's Road Dogg.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, because
Billy.
he's doing.
Yeah.
Put
Flip,
him
flop, and
to a
fly.
table.
Recognize those lefts and rights, JR.
Oh, God, the table. I went to the table. We got to pause a lot for reasons, so I got to do this. He
YouTube
fell
gods.
3 feet to the ground. That looks like a garbage can top.
I think it
Is
is.
that what that is? Yeah.
Pretty sure it is.
Trying to get a load of this here boiler room. So, like, if they're not careful, like, they could take the power out. Because that looks like
Yeah, those are definitely circuit breakers.
yeah.
It's Stephanie. That's all this has been. Mankind's being
Oh, he's gonna
decimated
get.
in that-
Oh, you have to move something out
in
the
that
way, I
steel
guess. Oh,
concrete environment. And Mr. Ass is still there.
oh, he's got the upper hand again. Mick Foley does. He's gonna hit him with the hand.
So that
Whoa.
cookie sheet.
Oh, that cooking sheet has a dent in it already.
Yes.
By the way, from hitting that guy.
On the head. That is the
Billy
road
gun,
dog.
probably.
That was a cookie sheet. Nothing sweet about it, JR.
That
Doc Hendricks.
yeah.
Chestnut,
Uh-oh.
roasting on an open.
There just happens to be a glass picture frame in the boiler room.
Is it glass?
It
I don't know what it is.
Real glass.
Cry me a river. Oh yeah, I see the reflection now. Oh God.
So we smashed him right through with that bag of what? I don't even know. There could be like an elf in there for all we know.
All I know is Mankind just got hit with a giant sack in the face.
Oof. Ooh, what's in there? It sounds like it's a bunch of cookie sheets in there.
See?
That Triple H?
I heard him exclaim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got 2 words for all. Suck it.
Good night.
Stupid jerk.
Oh, suck it, you stupid jerk.
I know that nose anywhere. It's Triple H, my
It's that bastard. Hunter!
That no good
Curse
Triple H.
Hemsley.
Oh, what a setup.
Here's the winner, Santa Claus.
Teddy! Long.
This makes me sick. Stephanie and Triple H are making a mockery out of the holidays.
What a bunch of jerks. Bunch of Grinches. Celebrating. That was, let me go back there so we could see them. That's the B Street Posse.
Mm-hmm.
That's young Stephanie McMahon with the freshly purchased chest, most likely, and attributes. She redistributed them. There's Triple H with the fanny pack.
Of course.
Got the gimmicks in there, brother.
Gas in the middle there.
All right, we saw what happened here. Let's just move it along so we can keep this. All right, let's see what happened here. Oh, he's taking off the rest of his Santa jammies.
Triple H. Al. Mrs. Hemsley.
What does everybody want?
I figure Hanukkah's just over with and Christmas is just right around the corner and it's the given season. So I thought I'd come in here and demand a match with The Rock tonight. And
This is the McMahon Hemsley regime era. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
not just any match, because I want to make him pay for sticking his nose between me and Mick again. I want a Brahma bull rope match with him. Hey, something funny? No, don't laugh at me.
Hey, Al,
Don't laugh at him.
let me make something clear to you, all right? You never, ever walk in here and demand anything. You got it?
Ever. Okay?
Right. Don't ever. Shut up.
Popcorn machine.
Ah.
All right, you got your match. Brahma bull rope match, you and The Rock. You're on.
Wow.
See, this is an office. And I'm pretty sure there's a door. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take that belt. I'm going to polish it up real nice. I'm going to turn it sideways, and then I'm going to beat him on the head.
Look at that TV. That's a tube television, folks.
Yeah.
Al.
It probably has a VCR built in to the bottom of it. Just pointing that out there. It might have a VCR built in there. So if you look, see if towards here, like the flat surface over here on the bottom there, like how it bends a little bit, like here is probably the VCR portion.
My guess
would
is that would
think.
actually be the speakers. But not necessarily, but it could be a VCR.
Okay.
But it's probably speakers. Remember buttons on TVs?
Yeah, I used to have to stand up and I'd walk up to the television.
Wow.
And I'd have to turn the dial to pick a channel to watch stuff on.
And eventually that dial wears out because it's plastic, so you got to use pliers.
Yeah. We never got that far. The TV usually stops working before then. So we've been lucky.
So
But yeah, it does wear out. Like,
yeah,
it will.
I had to use pliers on my TV. So I don't know if that talks about the good quality of the TV or the bad quality of the knobs.
Well, maybe take it easy on the knobs, bro. All right, like you
Well,
don't have to.
Channel 5 to Channel 11 was kind of a long way.
That is a long way, especially when you want to get there before the commercials are,
Right.
and especially when you're switching around.
Mm-hmm.
It's harder. So anyway, that was interestingly fun. What did you think of that? That was cool. What a thing that
Cool.
was.
Definitely a cool little blast from the past. I don't know where there was more of a contrast. I don't know if it was young Mick Foley versus now or young Michael Cole versus now.
Yeah, I mean, he's not even sitting. He
Right.
doesn't even have a sitting job. He's just
Mhm.
back there, Byron Saxoning all the live long day. Except Byron actually got to do commentary before he was Byron Saxoning all the live long day. In there.
True. So we didn't get a good enough look at Michael Cole. I wonder if this was the Soul Patch era.
I think it is. You know what? I think since we're talking about Michael Cole, let's bring up one of your favorite Michael Cole moments.
So before we continue with the holiday theme in this special episode of the Basic Bookers podcast for the holiday season, Christmas week, if you will, we are going to piggyback off of that Boiler Room Brawl, which featured an interview before the match with Michael Cole, to this other Boiler Room segment that featured Michael Cole in an even less pleasant scenario.
I don't know what you're talking about, Rich Derez.
Well, let's see. Hit that button.
Oh, it's not on the screen. Okay, so we're already out the gate. Viewers discretion advised if you've got like little uns who don't understand what wrestling was in the Old West. And this is even not that long ago. Actually, it is kind of long ago, I guess.
Long time ago. This actually would be good for the Valentine's Day episode too.
Yeah, this would be, wouldn't it? When that edible hits. By the way, that look like Cole. Like he looks like he's fucked up.
There's definitely something wrong.
I just want to go to sleep.
There's definitely something wrong with Michael Cole right now, and if you are not familiar with this segment, you will soon find out why, and maybe we apologize in advance. No, we don't. We didn't write it.
Remember, wrestling, boy.
It can be anything.
What the fuck?
Is that a phone in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Hold on a second. I want to make sure I didn't mishear that. Just let's focus on the expression here, okay? The expression on Michael Cole's face. Okay,
Do I have to?
Just after you hear, like, listen. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna go back. It's right here. Hold on. What the fuck? That didn't register to me back in the day, by the way.
To be fair, this was a rather cold open to this segment.
Yeah.
By WWE.
All right, as you can see, fully clothed. I assume, right? Michael Cole is, right?
Top half.
Okay. All right, this is on YouTube, by the way. This is from WWE.
I bet you're wondering why I got you back here, Michael.
Does he have to thrust every time?
Yes.
I got to ask Michael Cole about this, like the process, what he thought.
Well, I've been watching you.
I'm uncomfortable, I got to say. Like, I don't remember it being this uncomfortable. I just remember this situation. I don't know. Like, I was drunk a lot. So let's see what happens here. But not really. Okay. Ready?
And I've been studying you, Michael. And I know me and you, we want the same things.
To commentate for WWE and watch Jets games together? Is that what you want to do? Like, I don't know if that's what he wants to do.
I don't know. Cole looks just as confused.
Yeah,
and
like, what could he mean?
Etc.
We have the same desires.
All right. So what we have here is, I think this gentleman is trying to intimidate him. Maybe, I don't know, but I think he's letting him know I likes you and I want you. Now we could do this the easy way, or we could do this the hard way.
Now, for those of you that are particularly uncomfortable, let's imagine Heidenreich has Michael Cole in a hammerlock right now.
Oh, he's got him in a hammerlock. There you go.
Well, now that I've got you back here,
In a hammerlock.
Right.
you alone with me,
In a hammerlock.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give you what you want.
Another hammerlock.
A separated shoulder.
WWE was wild. What the hell? What, yo? I want to know which psychopath on the freaking creative team came up with this shit. Like, hey, I've got an idea. Could you imagine sitting with Michael Cole and be like, hey, pal, you want to do something fun on TV? You know, like, what are we doing here?
Like, I kind of want to blame it on Michael Hayes, but I feel like it's the old man.
Yeah, it's like, listen, buddy, you about to be battle tested,
Like, listen,
ready for war.
Do you want? Vince is like, hey pal, do you want an undefeated streak at WrestleMania, brother?
Yeah, this is it. This is how it happened.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, listen, if I you're gonna owe me one. It's gonna be big.
Oh man, my shirt, the green screen is not even green in the shirt. That's
No, it
weird.
looks blue.
It is blue, but like you see how the green screen was the effect. See how it's shown on it in some places? That's weird. Sorry.
I'm about to set Heidenreich after you. All right. I had to stop this because there was a lot of silence and heavy breathing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's like in his ear. I believe his lips might be touching them. Is this method acting?
It could be, although I could say I've had people talk at my ear like that as recently as last night because drunk. Obviously not on my part. And you know what? There's only so much you could do. Cole here apparently is in a hammerlock of sorts and can't get away. And I think that's what his whimpering and such is about.
Hammerlock's hurt. And Big Show's like, what did I just see? Is that like on television? That means there's a cameraman. Dude, could you imagine? There's like a cameraman. He's like this. He's like shaking because he's worried he could be next. Boy,
Yeah,
I
those
hope that
cameramen were not off limits back then.
Man, I hope it wasn't one of those dreaded. Wasn't just a hammerlock, Rich the Riz. It might have been a banana hammerlock. The most brutal and lethal of all hammerlocks, the banana hammerlock.
What happened to the poem? Doesn't he read him a poem? Did they actually break that into two different segments?
I think there's more than one segment. That's right, Rich the Riz. Heidenreich was creepy. I don't know if he is now. And we'll hope he gets released on his own recognizance. So, that being said, Rich, this is number 7 in a WWE's top 10. You had thought you wanted to talk about these ladies having a great trickish Christmas fight. Here we go.
It was a holiday bash 8-woman tag team match featuring Damage Control versus Zelina Vega, Shotzi, Bianca Belair, and remind me who else because I'm terrible.
Now I'm on the spot. Michin.
Yes, there you go.
Who had the pinfall victory on the current reigning defending women's world's champion or whatever she's called, Io Sky.
That's right.
So that puts her in contention to taking an L on an episode of SmackDown probably. So let's just see what they have to say. Again, this is a WWE.com, their YouTube. I will link it below so you can go there.
All credit to WWE and WWE.com. We don't own shit.
Yes.
That's our official legal disclaimer. Our lawyers have shaken their heads in approval for.
We have no lawyers. That being said, let's go with this. Like we all know that Kairi Sane can do many things with a trash can lid.
Mhm.
You know, you never know. And my favorite Kairi Sane move is the garbage lid back fist move there.
I feel like every time, so she's had some garbage can lid hits. I'm gonna assume I said that right in the past.
Yeah.
And when she does the thing where she swings around completely and hits them, it often looks to me like her hand like shifts as she's swinging and she like hits them with the side, which seems really fucking dangerous. But I mean, we'll see how she hits it here. When I watched it, I didn't have a chance to look it back. I was at like 1.75x for lack of time. So I guess we'll get a better look now.
All right. Let's see what she does.
Like Christmas Eve on Sesame Street.
Oscar the Grouch, he would wear a trash can lid on his house. I guess that's what he was getting at. Is that pie?
Yes, that's the pumpkin pie that someone
Mhm.
said was from Thanksgiving, probably.
Interesting. These cookies. I believe I see a sugar cookie. There's a sugar cookie over there somewhere, probably. And various treats. And the saddest Christmas tree.
Selena Vega should have brought Coquito. I'm just saying.
That would have been cool if like someone was covered in Coquito. I don't know why they didn't do that. That would have been fun.
Like if she's gonna have La Chancla, then she should have Coquito.
They should have had a pool of Coquito. Like one
Yes.
of those little kiddie pools. And like just like have somebody like, oh man, too bad we don't have any of them do the pounce. Like pounce somebody into the like
Yeah. In all fairness, like now that I know how to make it and I'm making it regularly, I would make it throughout the year if I could. Be a great summer drink, in fact. A 48-ounce serving of Coquito, it does take like $10 to make for the ingredients.
Oh snap.
So if you're ever like, why is it $10 a bottle? That's why. Plus the cost of the bottle.
True that.
The more you know.
My
All right.
wife got some Coquito from a worker friend. Let's go.
KP, I can do this all day. Jeez. Oh my God.
Yeah, you see it came at her sideways.
It like, did it stutter for you a second, the video?
It did.
I could go back because I want to see it and make sure that people can see it too.
Rewind a little further because like every time you hit play, it stutters because like it starts out in slow motion while the audio is in real time.
Oh, it's on 720. I thought I could lower it a little bit to make it easier. I don't want to make it too ugly. Can you see here? I made it 480. Okay. Okay. Let me
maybe rewind a little more too.
Yeah, because. All right. Good.
Slow, but yeah.
Okay.
Like Christmas Eve on Sesame Street. KP, I can do this all day.
Damn it! Did it again.
Oh my God.
But you can see on its way, it's coming horizontal.
Like an edge kind of thing. Also, that was a Captain America reference because he said I could do this all day. That's a Captain America. He would say that. So the trash can lid, it could be used as a shield.
I feel like I've heard a lot of movie characters say that, but okay.
Yeah, but it's more specifically Captain America, and also it's a pop culture reference, and more people know it for that. So and they're not all of them are using trash can lids to hit people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Not that Captain America is, but he,
Just the Christmas tree. But look at
Here comes Zelina Vega with the steel chair in hand.
Mm-hmm.
She calls it a chancla, I guess.
Her hair looks like Coquito and its ingredients.
Not anymore, it don't.
has got a chair.
And I believe it's a wig. she mentioned that Asuka had ruined her wig, and Asuka says she looks great in green.
What was blue?
Or whatever it is.
Oh, no. Dakota with the pumpkin pie. That's clear.
That's a lady who got hit with a pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
That was all they gave us from that. Rich wanted to check that out there. Holidays.
The holiday hoedown, whatever they called it.
That's right. Christmas present.
Yes, I felt like it was appropriate to watch something from the present, and now let's discuss some of the future.
That's right, Rich. There is of the past talking about the present.
That's right. So, real quick, couple quick hits in the news to sort of discuss the future here. Apparently, Ace Steel and everyone's favorite cancer, CM Punk, have signed lifetime NDAs to not talk about Brawl Out.
That's right, Rich. There is. As a matter of fact, there's only one person who's going to one day be able to write a book that's going to make a shitload of money that can actually talk about it. There's only one person, and that's the wife of Ace Steel.
So it's not out of the question, right, that one or both of them can actually write a book now, just have their lawyer not send it to the publisher until after their death. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that we'll eventually find out.
Yeah. But if one person isn't covered under the NDA, she can still write it. Like, can't she tell the story if she wanted to? She's not under the NDA.
Was she present?
Apparently, she was there. Because why mention her at all if she's, you know what I mean? Like, why would she be mentioned at all if she wasn't there?
You're right. One of the commenters on this this article that
allegedly,
I read,
yeah,
right, suggested that she could write her own book or do an interview. But
that's what I'm saying. That's the money I'm talking about. She could make money off that.
Speculates that why would the people in the wrong have to sign an NDA? Or rather, why would the people that were not in the wrong? What is it? I haven't had enough coffee.
Isn't everyone under an NDA though?
So this interview,
I think also Tony's under an NDA. I think no one can talk about it except for her.
Is that the only way Tony can keep his mouth shut with an NDA?
Yeah, probably. If you think about it, people talk about like he shouldn't be using his Twitter and stuff and things. You know, he just says all sorts of stuff.
I think he's gotten better. I haven't seen a lot of tweets from him.
No, yeah, he hasn't been doing anything because I think they told him to knock the shit off. And now's not a good time for him to do that either.
Right. So anyway, there was an interview with Stephen New, who was the lawyer representing Punk.
I know who he is because he's
Jim
Cornette's lawyer. He's also Cornette's lawyer, which is an interesting connection. I wonder if, interesting. Do you think we could get Cornette back in WWE with Punk? Like, could you imagine, because we're talking about
Cornette
the future. Like Cornette and Punk
versus
Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns.
And Heyman.
Yes. See, I knew I could get you back because you were getting annoyed that I was interrupting your news, but I had to do this. I have to bring this out. This is
wow.
It's a possibility. There's a connection here.
Wow. I could watch a promo battle between Jim Cornette and Paul Heyman. Make it a 2-night WrestleMania event. Make it a 2-night Promo Mania event.
All right, you're getting
crazy.
I'll watch it. I mean, I would love to check it out.
You know, maybe every now and then you get a run in from who the hell's another good manager right now?
Just give me a segment, man. You know what I'm saying? With these guys' backlog of knowledge and the way they could just shit on each other with the different like people they've represented, all the stories and things like that. It's like that would be nuts. That's like let's make some money.
Yeah. Like that would be epic. All right. So, but to bring it back, so this lawyer said that they're under NDA. He didn't say anything about Kenny, Bucks, and
Oh,
Tony
okay.
Khan being under NDA, but that doesn't mean that they're not.
True facts.
Long story short, we still don't know what's going on, but at least now we know. We won't know what's going on for a long time unless Ace Steel's wife says something.
Yeah, looking forward to that Dark Side of the Ring episode. Good. They're gonna go right after. They'll be like, "All right, how much money you want? How big's the bag? How big bag you want?"
Yeah. Do we need the Brinks truck? We'll get it. We'll get
Hell,
it.
you could even team with Maxwell Jacob Freeman. I mean, he's an executive producer on the freaking Freebirds movie. Not the Freebirds movie. The
Von Erichs?
yeah, he's an executive producer on the Von Erich movie.
I mean, you could probably almost call that a Freebirds movie.
I know, right?
I'm looking
I
forward
hear
to
it's
seeing
really
that.
good. We have to see it. Yeah, maybe I could get it and we can watch it.
We should
Like,
definitely
when it
do a
comes out
review.
on DVD. We'll watch it on DVD.
Yeah, we could do like a live reaction or something. But anyway, that's
the
future us
future.
problem
Christmas
for now.
future.
For now, because we don't have a lot of time remaining. And speaking of not a lot of time remaining, apparently there's a concept for a show being pitched. It's going to be a social media show by WWE called WWE Speed. We talked about this briefly, where matches have a 5-minute time limit. And apparently there's going to be a countdown clock on the board. They taped an episode, I guess, to shop around to
Concept.
Right, for proof of concept. What I don't like about this, and you'll probably figure it out before I even say it, because it's in line with things I've said in the past about stuff like this, is it kind of ruins the suspension of disbelief, because like we see matches 8, 10, 12, 15 minutes. To limit it to 5 minutes, it makes it more difficult to believe that it's real.
Yeah, like why is this match so much longer than that match if you can do it in 5?
Right.
You
Now
know what
we-
I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Now we've seen matches with enhancement talent, and we know what they are, and that it's kind of the same thing, but also not, because like if you get someone that looks like a Braun Breaker or a Von Wagner or something like that, and then versus someone that like 1, 2, 3 kid before he beat Razor, right? Then like, all right, we know what's happening here. You're gonna get tossed around and flattened. So that was that thing. But this, it's like the beat the clock challenge.
Is this supposed to be with like well-known guys?
I
Because
don't-
like I'm trying to figure out how this makes sense. Like you wouldn't use your top talent unless you're doing like a almost, squash match or something. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to think like how to make this work. Like I wouldn't use any main event talent, anybody that's like super important or special for this.
I wonder if
Unless
maybe
their matchup is like a ham and egger. It's like
Or-
here's your opportunity to face this person. You
Mhm.
got 5 minutes. You know what I mean? If it's something like that, where it's like,
the, like the survive Kurt Angle. for
Yeah,
5 minutes
like-
challenge.
what's your name? Where you from? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, but if it's like 2 guys that are actually superstars, then this is the suspension of the belief argument. Like, there's no getting around on it.
Right.
Around it.
Unless they're using this as sort of a way to
Sorry, hold
highlight.
on. It's glitching out here. I need to stop that there and fix you. Yeah. Okay. You're fine.
Okay. Unless this is some new way for them to sort of highlight the cruiserweight style talent. So you get like a Dragon Lee versus a Wesley, which they've had long matches, but
Yeah, but
if you take 2 guys that can hit a lot of moves pretty quickly, then it could seem like the match is a lot longer.
yes, but why aren't you always doing this then? I feel like this could be dangerous. Like, it could just ruin it. You know what I mean? Like, you got to sell. Like, 5 minutes, what are you selling? Like, I don't understand. You know, you got to play up the crowd and stuff. I got a question. Was SmackDown taped?
Think so, yeah.
I was having trouble because, like, I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, is this crowd dead? And are they piping in audio? Because was it Butch who wrestled a singles match and lost?
Yeah. He lost to Dragon Lee for the North American title.
That felt like it was quiet. You know what I mean? And Owens versus Carmelo Hayes. Like, I could hear the crowd, but I didn't feel like I saw the crowd doing what I heard the crowd doing. You know what I mean? And I wasn't sure if it's just like my hearing. I don't know. So.
And so both on Raw and SmackDown, I'll say this, like, some of the in-arena interactions that talent were having with the fans, particularly like Judgment Day and like Rhea Ripley, felt more like how they'd act at a house show.
Right.
Like, if you can, like, it's like they were interacting with the crowd a little differently, kind of like maybe paying a little more attention to the crowd than the cameras.
Maybe it's just a Christmas thing. You know,
Yeah,
like
it could have been like,
it's a special thing, you know.
Yeah,
like,
they're like, oh, it's a special episode, so kind of treat it like a house show, but pay attention to the cameras a little bit as well. And like,
yes.
like Rhea and Dom, when they did their pose before, I'm pretty sure it was on Raw when they came in the ring, they did their pose. That like they were a little, they had a different interaction that I felt like was for the live crowd. So I wonder if maybe there was some backstage confusion as to whether it's live, pre-taped, or just a house show kind of thing.
You know, you bring up Raw. Was that the news on the Speed thing? So on Monday in the morning, okay, or is it afternoon, whatever, I saw that there would be a match between JD McDonough and R-Truth.
Right.
And I said, I quote, reposted, and there was no stipulation here. I said, let's go. Or something like, if JD wins, if Truth wins, JD is out and Truth is in. I swear to God. And it was hours before it happened on Raw where there was like, granted, it didn't stick, but still, if JD lost, he would be out. And Truth thought he was in because he thought when they attacked him, they were jumping him into the group.
There was his initiation.
And I was like, yeah, that tracks. Like, that makes sense.
Name another 59-year-old talent that is doing as well in all aspects of their game as R-Truth. 59.
I don't know how old Eddie Kingston is.
He's not 59. I don't
Okay.
He might be in his 40s, but he's probably in his 30s.
I think he's between like 35 and 59 years old. You can never tell with that guy. You know what I mean? So imagine between 35 and 59 years old, I'd say. Imagine describing like a suspect and you like look like Foley in that old video we saw.
Yeah.
He could have been between 39 and 60, sir. What's up?
Eddie Kingston just turned 42.
Yeah, you know, he is a very youthful person, I feel like. He looks like he's got a spring in his step. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's right, partner.
He might as well be 22, as far as I'm concerned.
Somewhere, what was somewhere between 35 and 59?
Yes.
What? Because he's 2 years or a year and a half older than you, you're like, oh, he's a young whippersnapper now.
Allegedly. Listen, let's just move on. So I've got here in my possession to close off this show, this very special episode of the Basement Bookers podcast. I have these WCW World Championship Wrestling official trading cards.
Show everyone that's unopened.
unopened. You can clearly see nothing's dropping out. If you look at the back, you can't do the thing. It's closed. This is official. I received this in a package for when I was the second place maybe winner in the guessing of matches outside of Basement Bookers podcast. We're going to open these. Shout out to We Still Watch Wrestling. And then we're going to, I would use names, but I don't know if people want their names used, but they know who they are.
That's right. If you want your name used, just let us know below.
Yeah. And we're going to open up here. It's going to get this, just pulling it so you can see, and I'm opening it.
Ooh.
It's freshly open. You can.
Sealed for 25 years.
Yeah. All right. So it's all opened up. Okay. We're going to. Can you hear the package?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so tight.
No spoilers, no spoilers.
Oh, that's right. It's gonna. Oh wait, it's both sides. I just wanted to get it out, so I'll put it sideways.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's a good audible on my part. Okay, sideways.
I wouldn't have thought of that.
All right.
But then why they put it? Whatever. It's they failed.
I think they have because it's like a trading card. So like on the front is a picture of them doing something, and on the back is like a baseball card.
Okay.
All right. You ready for the first card?
Hey, who made these cards? Just real quick. Is it Topps?
Okay,
or...
so these WCW trading cards, it only says that they're the official trading cards. Let's see on the back. Okay, it says copyright 1991. So even older than the
32.
clip.
32 years.
Yeah.
Older than some of our favorite talent.
All rights reserved, licensed by Turner Home Entertainment. WCW, printed in the USA. So,
printing.
This is original, like WCW.
Mm-hmm.
So,
WCW.
Are you ready for the first card?
I am.
So, the first one we got Sid Vicious here.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks to me like he's got Luger in a bad way there. There you go. That's better than with the glare and whatnot. Get closer. And on the back, it's got a picture of him. I could read it. 316 pounds he's billed at. Memphis, Tennessee. What's his favorite hold? It says favorite hold. It doesn't say move. It just says hold. And I argue that this is not a hold. It has to save time because this will be very long. Power bomb. It's not a hold.
Not a hold. No.
So, all right.
If you're holding on to a power bomb, it might not be a power bomb. I'm just saying.
Oh, in case anybody wants to know what it says, I'm not going to read all of them because this will be a 2-hour episode. Sid will be the first to tell you he's no Blondie, prima donna cutie pie. He has all the tools necessary to continue his reign of terror in the Squirt's circle. As shown on the front of this card, Lex Luger is inclined to agree with him. That's some interesting verbiage there, brother.
You could tell that the people writing these do not know their audience. And they probably don't even watch wrestling.
Well, it was a different time. Now we have here Doom. And that's right, everybody. Your eyes do not deceive you. This is Doom, a.k.a. Rod Simmons. Butch Reed. It's tag team. So it's just one guy in Doom. So it's half of Doom, I guess. And he is obviously not Butch Reed. This is definitely Ron Simmons.
Yeah.
If you all remember him. And it says here, his favorite hold is the power slam, which is not a hold. And Butch Reed's got the clothesline. That's interesting. Because, Ron Simmons would go to tag team with another man who's got an interesting clothesline. From hell. All right. Now we got.
So Ron Simmons has a type.
Yes. Yes, he does. He likes a clothesline guy because then it makes him go, damn.
Damn.
Next, we have Tommy Rich.
Pretty boy, Tommy Rich.
That's right, Rich Perez. He's known to wrestling fans worldwide as Wildfire, apparently. His favorite hold, Thez Press.
Also not a hold.
That's right.
I'm
This is a
seeing
good
pattern
one.
here.
Dutch Mantel, everybody.
That dirty bastard.
There on there.
Mhm.
That's Dutch Mantel. His favorite hold, any hold that doesn't hurt. Interesting. It's literally what it says. Let's get a look at these famous mutton chops there. Look at that. See those
Dutch
mutton
Mantel,
chops?
also known in the WWE side as Zeb Coulter or Uncle Zebekiah, depending on how far back you go.
Yeah. Probably going to photograph these and I'll get them up to the Basement Bookers Instagram for you guys so you get a better look. Next, we have the Fabulous Freebirds out of Bad Street. I don't want to get copyright struck. You know how it is. All right. As mentioned earlier, in a more powerful position, we've got Lex Luger. We all know his favorite is the Power Slam.
Mhm.
Okay. He's 6'5", 274 pounds at that time. Would you believe it? And look who he's got there.
The Nature Boy.
That's right. Woo! You got it, dude. You got it.
The Gorilla Press.
Oh. Ready for this? Someone who also made an appearance early on in a Christmas Past video. You know him, you love him. Teddy Long, baby.
That's right. Holla, 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 player.
So not only we got Doom, we got the manager of Doom. Motto, we gonna rule the world, baby. Makes sense.
Sure.
And now, in the other, we've got a guy who, for some reason, some might argue it is for the love of the game, still doing it to this very day. A mainstay, if you will. A name synonymous with WCW. Woo! I'm talking about Rich the Riz's favorite, the Stinger. Look at him, a Surfer Sting. And his motto, boy, very original, super original. No pain, no gain. That's right. What would you expect more from Stinger himself, brother?
Nothing.
He's a legend in this sport. We love him. Rich Riz.
I respect him.
That's right. Rich Riz respects him. Wow, you are in the holiday spirit. That's really
I
kind.
am. Thank you.
Next, we have Terry Taylor.
The Red Rooster himself.
That's right. Winning the World TV title. And his favorite hold is the 5-arm. This is before he's ruined, I think. So,
yes.
Here we go. Another famous tag team. Perhaps they battled against other people. Here they are, the Fabulous Freebirds. But like it says, Fabulous Freebirds, right? See there?
Yeah.
But on the back, it's just Jimmy Jam Garvin. So I wonder why that is.
All right, so it's a card for Jimmy Garvin, but it's saying he's a member of the Fabulous Freebirds. So you got to get like the whole set, like in Monopoly.
Yeah. I'm going to read what it says because some of them you can.
Yeah, because the other one was probably Michael Hayes, because on the front was a picture of Michael Hayes. The other Freebirds card.
He's not a frustrated rock and roll star. He is one. At least that's what he claims. His real claim to fame is pounding away, not on a guitar or drums, but on his opponents. In this case, the unlucky victim is Tommy Rich. Band or not, Jimmy Jam Garvin puts on a performance. It's interesting that they're all together, like related a little bit here. We've got 2 cards left, Rich.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is everyone's heard of him. He's known everywhere. Get ready for Mr. Wall Street. You know him.
VK Wall Street.
Him. Mr. Wall Street.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. AKA IRS. AKA the progenitor. The seed deliverer of one. Rest in power, pray Wyatt Wyndham Rotunda.
That's right, man.
So let's see what this says. Michael Wall Street, great name, by the way, has a lot to smile about these days. Besides having his opponent in his no way out stock market crash, which I guess is his finishing move, his multi-million-dollar inheritance has made him one of the richest men in wrestling. Say cheese. What the fuck? It literally says.
These writers were terrible.
Don't worry, guys. The picture will be up on the Instagram, but it does say cheese. Like you can see the quotes at the bottom.
Oh, because cheese is money?
Oh, okay. I got that.
Yeah, keep it in the holiday spirit. I'm going to say something here.
Let's go.
There's
one more card left, baby. Go ahead.
I'm going to say something nice about someone I don't like.
Is it Vince Russo?
Vince Russo could have done a better job writing these cards.
Bro, it just so happens that I wrote these cards, bro. And let me tell you. No, I don't know. I was just trying to do like a bad impersonation.
It was a very good bad impersonation.
Look, I know you don't like the guy, but, he wrote a lot of stuff.
He wrote a lot of things.
I'm just stating facts, all right? That's all I got to do. Sometimes you just got to state facts.
If you know, you know.
Yes. The hand that was birthed. And now we have...
Judy Bagwell. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
On the pole. All right, so now we have the final card. And it's Lex Luger.
Oh, nice.
Lex Luger. Another Lex
second
Luger.
one.
This time he's
different
got...
image.
Maybe he's got like a Henning type in there. Maybe. I don't know.
I can't tell from here. I'm gonna have to see the scan when you upload.
What's like a photo? Okay. Let's see.
Check our socials for that.
AKA the total package.
Mm-hmm.
Home Boca Raton, Florida.
Means rat's mouth.
That's right. And favorite
like
hold,
place.
the human torture rack, which technically is a hold.
Yes, that is a hold. That is the first hold that is a hold.
That's right. Just to recap, all these holds. Powerbomb, not a hold. Clothesline, not a hold. Power slam, not a hold. Thez press, not a hold. Any hold that doesn't hurt, that counts kinda.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. For Michael Hayes, doesn't even say. Just says where he's from. Power slam, not a hold. Interesting. So I have Lex Luger with the power slam. And I also have Lex Luger with the torture rack. I'm a little confused here. Right? I'm not crazy.
No,
all right,
those are two different answers to the same question.
So the Luger card, I dropped them. So, okay, so one is number 16, and the other is number 23. Now, the photos on the back, it's the exact same Lex Luger. Only difference-wise is what move they happen to be in, right? So one of these cards has his height and weight on it. The other ones have his alias and his home. Let's see. Oh, different flavor text. So I already read that one. So Power Slam Luger. Ric Flair looks for a landing zone as Lex Luger is about to inflict the Gorilla Press Slam. Lex, a former professional football player, has used his brute strength and cat-like quickness to become one of pro wrestling's most feared contestants.
cat-like witness? I don't know about that.
I mean, the capital of Nebraska is Lincoln, as far as I know. So, Rich the Riz, you know what it is. It's been great. I just want to just say before you do what you do so much here, do my bit here and say happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and we're going to be back again next week for the bookies.
Yes.
Where you know how we do. It's our awards, what we think and stuff about what we like and whatnot, and how we feel about them. And it'll be here that we do that. And thank you, everybody. We hope that you have a great, wonderful, all the things. If you are expecting anything on the 25th, we hope you receive that. And if you're going out for Chinese food, get an extra egg roll. Pay for it for yourself. But remember, whatever you pay in egg roll, you get back in Basement Booker's dollars. Non-fungible, not even real, just a concept, really. But you get as much of that back on the egg roll. Good ROI, as far as I can say. Isn't that right, Richard? Is?
I would have to agree, and I'm going to reiterate, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and upcoming, in case you are too busy next week, Happy New Year. Have a great one. Everyone, stay safe, drive sober, get someone sober to drive you, whatever the case may be. We've seen some really bad commercials. We don't want to see commercials as bad anymore for drunk driving. Please, come on.
Yeah.
Stop it already.
Yeah, it might be better to take an Uber or whatever.
Yes, I don't care if it's $80. So, let us know what you thought of this. Let us know what you thought of Jerry's cards. That was a cool segment. Thank you, bro, for that.
I was happy to share with everybody there.
Yeah, I kind of wish we could do something like that like every week. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Let us know what you thought. Let us know what you think of the cards. What's your favorite card? Which is your favorite non-hold that they have listed there? What would you have written for one of these cards? Let us know. Hit us up. Do the like. Do subscribe. Of course, thank you for tuning in, checking us out with the video or the audio, our socials. Do all the things. And Jer's got a party message.
The match of life is scheduled for one fall. So make it count. Ho, ho, ho.
And do what the man says.
Follow the Bookers. Ho, 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 ho. And $2 Booker dollars for everybody. Don't spend it all in one place, y'all.